Erin Carlson, and my husband and I have 4 children, and we are new to the Owasso area, but we knew that this is where we'd always wanted to settle. And so we started looking at home builders really about 7 years ago by going to the Parade of Homes. We looked at all the builders and all the houses and all the price ranges, and Epic's name was always out front of the houses that we always loved. So finally, about 3 years ago, we actually sat down with them and had an actual meeting with them. I believe that you can really meet people and get to know them genuinely pretty quickly, and we felt instantly like we were dealing with honest people. And when you're about to embark on building a home, and it's one of the biggest investments that you're gonna make probably in your whole life, we felt like that was important. Our overall experience building with Epic was easy, I think is what I would say. People always tell you the horror stories, like it's gonna be the hardest year and a half, or 2 years of your life. Your marriage is gonna struggle, you're gonna fight and argue, and it's gonna be hard to make all these decisions. And I think for us, it wasn't that at all. My favorite part about Epic is there is a team of people, and each of those people fits a spot perfectly in that company. My favorite person that I worked with was Amy. She made designing and decision-making and selections so easy and seamless. We had a lot going on the year that we were building, and I trusted her vision so much and her taste so much that I honestly didn't have to even think about things. I think the most unique challenge was we started building coming out of the pandemic, where costs and supply chain were very unpredictable. We waited it out a year, but started building, I think, at the beginning of 2021. I feel like with Epic and with Kirk, he is so knowledgeable about the industry and about costs and about supply chain issues that I felt like they were always on top of it. That could have been something that I think in a lot of other places, people would have been very frazzled by, like, oh my gosh, the garage doors are gonna cost $10,000 more than what we budgeted. What do you mean, and feel like that just threw a huge curveball. But for us, Kirk, a week before it happened, was like, hey, we don't normally make garage door selections right now, but this is coming down the pipeline, so we need to go ahead and make this selection and get it in so that maybe we can beat this. And we were like, okay, great, done. In such a chaotic market as what post-COVID was, we went over by 5%-ish, but those were very conscious choices on our part. Like the one thing we went over on big was our concrete flat work. Because of Kirk's knowledge of the industry, he says to me, if you decide to extend your driveway later, or you decide to extend this patio later, it's gonna cost you $10 a square foot. If I pour it for you now, because we're pouring 20,000 other square feet, it's gonna cost you $6. My husband and I are like, why would we wait in that case? So even the things that we really went over on were conscious decisions, but they were informed and backed by knowledge and experience and solid numbers. I would absolutely recommend Epic Homes to someone else. I do often. Anytime people ask, I tell them why, and I can give them an hour-long sales pitch as to why. And the biggest reason is because of the honesty, the transparency, and the integrity. We've known a lot of people that have built houses, a lot of friends, a lot of good friends that have built houses. And I think out of all of us, John and I, we sit at dinner with our friends, and we're kind of the awkward ones, because we're like, it was a great experience for us, we enjoyed it. We're friends with our builders, And sadly, I just don't think a lot of people can say that these days. I just think they're the most honest and transparent building company that there is out there. And when it comes to quality for the cost, you cannot beat them.